Reality recap.
And hi, Evelyn. Yes, I know you have the reunion. Yes, we have 2 more episodes. And then we have the reunion of
I look like the slave. I look like a mom. She was like, you the one that look like you got a high body count hair. I fell the fuck out, y'all.
Candace, has Deborah reached out to you to apologize after the episode aired showing Chris did not flirt with her?
She wouldn't dare. She would get eaten for breakfast.
Oh boy.
No, she's doubling down.
Why would you go meet with Ray J without talking to Princess or letting her know? Why? Like, she's trying to justify that she told her after the fact and not supposed to make it.
What do you think of your ex-husband Jim coming out and saying you did not try to stop him from suing Shannon and Tamara?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, if his memory is a little foggy about what transpired back then, that's okay. However, he did admit that I had nothing to do with the
Reality recap. Reality recap.
What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. It's your girl V with Reality Recap here for another live Tea Talk session. And today we are covering this past Friday's episode of Life After Lockup. I know some of you look for these episodes on different streaming sites. So this is Life After Lockup, season 6. It's the August 22nd episode. It's episode 14. And the title of the episode was Diamonds Aren't Forever. And we already know why, or maybe you don't. So sit tight for the recap. Before we get started, let's take care of some business. Again, we are streaming live across Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. The chats are live for you to give your thoughts as I give you my unsolicited thoughts. I also want to ask, please hit that like button, hit those hearts. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's coming across the screen. Reality Recap 2876 is how you find me on YouTube. Or you can click the link in my bio on Instagram or Facebook to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see all my live and pre-recorded recaps on all your trending reality shows. And remember, follow on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, what you see right here, reality_recap for all the hot trending gossip and reality news. All right, so let's get into Life After Lockup Worlds. Before we start, a little bit of tea. Now, we did not see Keith and Letitia on this past Friday's episode, but there is some tea thanks to my girl. According to Amber, she posted a post that Letitia's daughter's biological father put up. You guys remember from the previous episode, Letitia's daughter was questioning if Keith was was her biological father, and she told her on the episode that, no, that's not your biological father. And her daughter seemed confused by it, where a lot of people were asking, like, were you telling her that? I also thought that as well. I have a surprise coming for you guys by the end of this week with Letitia, so you guys look out for that. But anyways, yeah, after that episode, Letitia's daughter's biological father put up this post. So this is her youngest daughter's father. Let me remove the comments real quick so y'all can see it. I'll make myself smaller so you can see it. So according to Amber, was able to get this post from Letitia's youngest daughter's biological father page, talking about Letitia. So he posted this saying, watch who you have your kids by. Got a beautiful daughter out of it, a blessing and a curse. And I think my banner might be in the way too, so maybe I should hide that for a second. So it says, disgrace to young girl. So yeah, I'm really curious. I'll let you in on a little secret. An interview with Letitia is coming very, very soon. So look out for that. But I have questions, right? We already had questions on, is this really what she was telling her daughter, if that Keith was the biological father? She, in the episode, insinuated that the biological father was not in the picture at all, kind of never was. But he did have this picture with his daughter. It's not a recent picture, but it's also not a day one picture, or like he didn't have any pictures at all. So really curious to see what their relationship is like, get some more information from her on that. But, thanks to my girl, according to Amber, she was able to snag this picture from his stories that he posted. So yikes on a bike. But yeah, we didn't see Keith and Letitia in this episode, but I had to give y'all the tea before we get into it. Hi, Toria. Thank you for checking in on Facebook. That's all the pic he has of him and his daughter. That's what I'm saying. It ain't a recent, but it ain't like he ain't have none. So, would be curious. I'm definitely trying to locate him because according to Amber, didn't put his handle up. So I'm definitely trying to locate him to see if we would be able to set up an interview with him as well. Also, shout out to Joella. Joella loved my thumbnail that I posted for today's episode. A lot of you did. And I want to say, I'm happy you guys are starting to engage with my thumbnails when I post and let you know what time the next episode is, because I didn't want to say I put a lot of thought into the thumbnails, but if I'm being honest with you guys, I be putting my first thoughts in my thumbnails and making them funny. Because it's all fun over here, laughs. We don't get too serious into stuff. But yeah, my thumbnail today, Joella saw it because I found her on Facebook, her more recent page, and I asked her for an interview. She said she would, of course, love to do an interview so we can get her side of the story. And she saw my thumbnail and she reposted it, and her followers were cracking up. I should put the thumbnail up so y'all can see it real quick in case you didn't. But I put this thumbnail up for today's episode and she loved it. It's good to see she could take a joke. Some people be taking they don't like my jokes, but this was my thumbnail for today's episode so y'all can see it. So I thanks to my bestie, because him and I have the same mind. He looked on Chat GPT and got me a Lincoln Mercury on the 4 flats on cinder blocks, and I put this up, and all of y'all love this. So thank you for interacting with it. Please continue to do that. I appreciate it. Joella, like I said, she commented, reposted it, and her followers were laughing. But she did tell me, she checked me though. She told me I need to put her brake pads back on. So again, happy to see that she could take a joke. It's all laughs. Nothing too serious over here. I watch reality TV to have a good time. So this was the thumbnail that I put up for today's episode. So appreciate y'all for seeing the funny in my brain. I appreciate that. Hi, Lily. Thank you for checking in on YouTube. I'm doing well. I hope you are doing well. Good to see you. And Lily, I promise I'm gonna get back to Saturdays doing these recaps. Summertime, I just be trying to enjoy my weekends with my kids, but school is about to start back up. So we will get back to doing these on Saturdays, but I'm glad you caught me. Appreciate it. He said, Tori, we heard her side. Is it more? She's saying there's things that we don't get to see or that are not posted. And when I say hear her side, I think I'm interested in what the details of Demondrick's text messages are to her. What does he say to her in these text messages that she keeps going back? So that's what I mean when I say hear her side. Yes, not the brake pads. She told me put her brake pads back on the picture. I think she really think that's her car. But my best friend just looked up Lincoln Mercury in Chat GPT. I'm still getting, is that what it's called? Chat GPT. He looked it up in there and they supplied that picture. So it's not her actual car, but she told me put her brakes back on. She did. Said they're already in school down here now. Yeah. Some people went to some schools started this week. But they're in private school and they do not start until the following week. And even with that, it's just half days. It's crazy. And one my youngest has orientation. So we still got a week left and get to enjoy Labor Day before we start the school grind. But let's get into the episode talking about, speaking of our favorite couple of the season, or mine at least, of the season, Kiana, Demondrick, and Joella, our throuple of the season. So we start off the episode with the continuation of Kiana receiving the phone call while she was in the hair shop, and her taking her mic off and going into the bathroom, and she gets the call and she comes out and she refuses to talk about it. She goes home on the ride home. she pretty much is saying that, nothing's wrong. Everything's fine and there's nothing wrong at all. She gets home and she pulls Demondrick into the bedroom and tell him to take his mic off. We can't really hear what they're talking about. And they both are refusing to talk about whatever that phone call was that she received. We do we learn from Joella. Joella's, she's filming at the tire shop, and we learned from her that her car was vandalized. All four of her tires were flattened, and someone wrote, I think she said, what they write? Did they write "dumb hoe" on her back window? And she filed a police report against Kiana. What took me out here, right, was that Joella said that Kiana allegedly, I said allegedly. She really had allegedly. Hey, Joella, she's in the comments, guys. She did say she was gonna stop by, but she said allegedly, Kiana. This is Joella's on Facebook handle. If you guys want to follow her, check her page out. Her makeup. Thank you for checking in. But yeah, she filed the police report, and she feels like she doesn't have solid proof that it was Kiana that did flatten her tires, or at least not to our knowledge yet. But she thinks that it's Kiana because Kiana was the one that put her explicit pictures online. She's the one that she's been beefing with. She says she's not messing with anybody else, so who else could it be? Now I'm gonna tell you, Joella, I got some theories there, right? I have to be honest. I'm not sure if it was Kiana. I don't know if she got that level of gangster in her, but I wonder, is it another woman that Demondrick is messing with outside of, because you've mentioned it on the season a few times that you don't think that, he's just messing with Kiana. There may be others. I don't know if I'm necessarily sold that it's on Kiana. If it is Kiana, she is a hell of an actress, acting like it wasn't her and, keeping her cool. Oh, Joella said, girl, it was her. Some people in my comments, Joella, saying that you did it to yourself, that you did it. That I didn't believe either, but some people were saying you did it just to cause a rift. She may be a hell of an actress, like I said, but I was wondering if it could have been Kiana or another woman, because that would be a hell of a plot twist as well. But yeah, you filed the police report. I was cracking up when you said allegedly. I'm gonna be honest, it was funny. 'Cause I said that is spelled A legend, LEGEND LY. I said not allegedly, girl. You had me cracking up this episode, but you were standing your ground. You was 10 toes, and I can appreciate that. So Kiana and Mondrick, they were in their confessional. They refused to speak on it. Joella, them tires cost too much. Why was those tires $600? Were they brand new? Cause see, if I'm gonna go to the tire shop, I'm gonna try to get a used tire that got some good traction on it. Were they new? Were they used or were they new tires? Cause I feel like that was a whole lot of money. $600 for 4 tires. Yes, you can join. Let me give you the. How do I get this to you? You got to tell me how to send this to you. Maybe can I send you a? Let me see if I can send you a private message real quick, because you definitely can join on here. I just got to send you this link real quick. Yeah, you can join up here. I can send you the link and you can come right on in. Because I told you, Joelle, I was trying to message you, but for some reason, I think because my reality recap page is like a public group page, it doesn't allow me to message from that page. I can get messages and respond. So I'm gonna send it to you from my personal page real quick. It's Kiki Alexander. Let me look for you. So I'll message you the link and you can jump right on in here. So I just sent it over. So click that link and you can come up. And yeah, I didn't know you was gonna come in and do an interview right now. Come on in, girl. You're welcome. And Bando over on Instagram said you should have got some used tires. I want to know that too, because Latoria mentioned that. Latoria mentioned in my comments when I posted about the episode that you started with her. And my memory serves me correctly. That's not how I pictured it going. So I didn't feel like Joella started with her. So Latoria, I would love for you to give us more how you feel that she started first. Is it because of her postings like on Valentine's Day on Facebook and stuff? Like that's what I'm saying. I want to hear from Joella. What has this man been saying to her? That's what we need to know. We need to get the scoop on that. So Joella says she's gonna come in. Um Joella says she's gonna come into the live. So we're gonna have her come up here and tell her side. Cause I've been saying this for weeks. Like I've been looking for you, Joella, online, but I was looking for Joella. I didn't know you had the abbreviation. So I've been looking for you, girl. So please come up here because I believe the culprit in this is Demondrick. I hate to see that the two women are feuding over him. I hate because I feel like he's the culprit that's running in between y'all, telling one thing, telling the other one. He to me seems to be the issue that really needs to be addressed. So we'll wait for her to come in on the screen and we'll bring her up. But yeah, so we'll keep talking about it until she can come in. But yeah, them tires cost way too much. They should have been used tires because that's what I do. I don't care what the car is because I see Bando said she should have put used tires on a 1996 Mercury. Y'all a mess. But I just thought anyway, I don't care the car. I'm gonna look for a tire that's used that got some good traction on it. Or me, I'll plug a tire in a minute. I see these was already on flat, but if it got a little slow leak, I'll plug a tire in a minute, honey, for real. So yeah, I'm just checking to see if she came in yet. And Joella, she's filing the police report. Demondra goes to talk to Joella because he's scared, in my opinion, because this can affect him as well, right? If he's living with Kiana and she's convicted of these vandalism charges, he could no longer potentially be able to stay with her, as well as, you know, he doesn't want that. Kiana has children, so he doesn't want that for either one of them. But it seems like mainly Kiana. So he's going to have a conversation with Joella. He does ask Kiana, did she do it? And that's why I said she was believable to me in that moment where it didn't seem like she actually was the one that had did it. She has this theory that Joella probably did it herself. That I didn't believe either, but she feels like Joella is doing this to force a wedge in between Kiana and Demondrick, that she's on some, if she can't have him, nobody could have him. I do wonder if Joella thought about that part of it when filing the police report, that it could impact him or he could go back to jail or anything like that if he's associated with it. Wondering if she thought that through at all, to be honest, before she filed it, or maybe she just didn't care. Shit, she had to go pay $600 for tires, and maybe she just didn't care at that point that he could potentially get in trouble as well. But yeah, Demondra comes over. He, in my opinion, is being very narcissistic, where he's talking to her as if she's at fault for filing this police report, and that why did she do that? Does she have any proof that it's Kiana? And she's saying no, but we're gonna find out. I'm being a woman about the situation. She is, I'm supposed to let her do something to me and not receive any consequences. She uses that car to take care of her kids, get them to school, get them to her mom house for her business. She's in school and she doesn't have $600 to just throw around because one of your women want to be petty. Ooh, not y'all arguing over here. Joella, where you at? Toria said so what Toria's giving her reason why she feel like Joella started this beef with Kiana. She says, you started by trying to get your baby daddy back. You came out your mouth and said you will do whatever it is to get him back. So now you play the game and now playing victim and calling police. Don't start, Latoria. The police. Joella said, I never played victim. I wanted him back. That's why you sound dumb as fuck because it's TV. Understand that first now. Um, Shut the F up because either way, you fight for her. Ooh. You didn't get the link? It's in your Facebook DMs. Look for a DM from it's in your Facebook Messenger. Look for the DM from Kiki Alexander. I sent it to you there. Cause I don't want to ask you for your email or your phone number right here to text it to you and everybody have your number. So I sent it on Facebook. Look for Kiki Alexander. You should have it. So yeah, I just think before we pass judgment, right? We have to I really want to know what does he say to her? Did she try to get him back or did he try to get her back? I just feel like personally he is the culprit in this. He is the one that is playing the both of them. And he getting off scot free while they damaging each other's property, putting up each other's explicit pictures. Well, I ain't gonna say each other. These are all things, allegedly that that Kiana has did. Oh, Joella's here. Let's add her to the stage.
Y'all be cool because y'all already be going far.
Hi, Joella. Thank you for coming on.
Hello, sweetheart. Hello, hello.
I appreciate this. I did not expect you to come all up on today. So thank you for that. But I want to hear from you, right? What
hmm
was your relationship with Demondrick before he was locked up? Were you in a relationship? Was he already with Kiana? What was the relationship like before he left?
When he left, no, he wasn't with nobody. That relationship just drastically happened when he went to jail for whoever was going to hold him down. But I was in a situation where I just had my baby. I had to start working and doing all that. So it wasn't no situation where I could hold him down. I had to hold me and my kids down. So, like, why would I
That's
just be stressing and stuff like that over him when I got to take care of my kids? I got to have my mental for my kids. Like, everybody think I started with Kiana. That relationship didn't start until he was in jail. And I was with him. He left me, like, he went to jail in, like, the summer. And then um, we broke up, like, maybe, I guess, like, 2 months or a month before that. He was staying at his mama's.
Mhm.
She was getting had on, well, the stuff that I found, they had been talking and all that. Like, she had been doing his hair and all that other stuff. And I was like, cool. I tried to figure out. He was like, that's just my friend or whatever. And I'm like, okay, like, y'all used to go together. Like, come on now, be for real. Um, but I found some messages of Kiana saying, like, asking him why he post me on my birthday and shit like that and all that. So everybody thinking it's just me. Yeah, we done had our past little issue or whatever when we were young, and I was talking to him. I still, even then, I didn't know nothing about Kiana. I knew about all
Mhm.
the other females, knew nothing about her. Then he just jumped out and said, oh, I'm in a relationship. Okay, cool. Still went on after that. Like, this time me and him was together. We had been together for 7 years, which is why I got 2 kids with him. My son is 6. He's about to be 7. He came around with my oldest son. Um, just basically, like, our relationship wasn't even that good, but once we broke up or whatever, like I said, I couldn't hold him down. So it wasn't just something for me to be like all fucked up about. You know what I'm saying? I went and got my life together. That's why I started my business. That's why I advertised my business on there. That's really why I went on the show, because I don't care about the other
Smart
stuff.
thing. Yeah.
I didn't like from the beginning. I never knew what was going on. When I did go, so I was just pretty much lost. No, I didn't like the way Kiana was demanding respect, and that's just because before he went to jail, she's seen my kids before without me knowing and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, who wouldn't feel some type of way as a mother?
Mhm.
And like, but the thing is, it was never Kiana's fault. I don't have nothing against the girl. She don't like me. That's cool. I don't give a damn. I've tried to be a woman plenty of times. I've tried to be cordial plenty of times, but no, I've asked to talk to her plenty of times and she don't want to. So I can't do nothing about her not wanting to de-escalate the problem and come down to who really got the situation going like this. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I got to be a mother to my kids. I can't be sitting here focused on what he got going and what she got going, which I don't even worry about them. I be, like I said, I got to get to school, get my kids to school, and I go to work. Other than that, I don't be worried about nothing. If you look at my page, y'all will literally see what I be doing, and it's going from school to work and doing business stuff. Like, other
So
than
if I'm
that, no.
following correctly, right, it sounds like you guys, y'all, he was messing with both of y'all from a young age, and because I saw they went to the prom together. It was some off and on relationship, possibly some overlap. He gets locked up, and he kind of goes toward Kiana because she's the one able to hold him down while he's locked up. And for you, um, you know, you had to do what you had to do for your kids, and you had, while you were with him before he got locked up, it sounds like you found kind of, it was Uno reverse. Like you were finding things of him talking to her, same she's kind of finding things now of him talking to
Yeah,
you.
but it wasn't me. I didn't go blast the situation because that's not what it's not her. It's him. Like, this has
Mhm.
nothing to do with her. Like, literally. Kiana is not a problem to me. She's a non factor to me. I'm not worried about, never was worried about Kiana. Even told the show when they first came, they told me, "Oh, you don't sound like you love him." I got love for him. We got kids together. I got love for him, but other than that, it's not no big issue to have this man. Like, come on now, the way he doing her, like, why would I literally want this man back in my presence that bad? The only reason I can say I did want him back is because my mama was sick. I needed a babysitter. Other than that, this shit wasn't that serious to me. I don't. My mama was sick. My grandma, like, between my family and me, we do a lot of ripping and running with the kids.
Mhm.
That's what we was. That's just he's somebody we used to. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I'm gonna tell you, on the show, it does kind of seem like, I don't know if it's the editing or what, but it seems like it's a big deal. Cause I be saying, like, I want you to stop saying that he keep coming back because you got a faucet. That is not a
sweetheart,
flex that he is
please. I
playing in
I
between the
promise
two
you,
of y'all like this.
this is things they have me say. I don't give a. This is why I laugh at most of these posts because they being some people are being one sided, and I can understand that. But it sounds like a lot of y'all done been cheated on, and now y'all have y'all opinions because y'all men's done cheated on y'all before. But it's nothing like that. That's not my character. Like, yeah, we mess around or whatnot, but like, what is the difference between me and him messing around and him messing with another female? Like, he done messed with other females, so why you didn't get at them? You know what I'm saying? Even if
Yeah.
she this allegedly or whatever, I couldn't say that she did it. This is what was had to be said type thing. So
Yeah. So why? Because I guess you got to see it from our side too, right? Because we only know what we see. So we every season, right? We have the reality stars come on the show. We see what we see. We perform our opinion, and then they be mad at us because, well, why do y'all let them tell y'all what to say?
I
Eh,
can't even be mad at. I'm like dead ass. I've never been mad at no comments. It just throw
Some of
me
these
off
stars be they be mad at us. They
how
be
they
cursing
be
us
like
out.
they just be going. Some people just be going and it be like so off the wall. That's what makes me mad, like, because y'all really don't know me. And the way they don't put it out here, yes, I can understand, but it's either way it go, you can't, whatever I've done said is never went on that show. Like, even that scene when he told me she got married, I told him, okay, stand on that. Y'all didn't hear
Yeah,
that, did y'all? Nope.
No.
Oh,
But
okay.
I
Yeah.
think too, yeah, it'd be like, cause yeah, we know, cause I see True Brownie on Instagram said, "Ooh, so the producers are messy." Yeah, I do think that they are formulating a show that gets our attention and wants us to watch, and part of that is creating a little bit of a false narrative, right? But when you guys go along with that narrative, you got to expect people are going to form some opinion. So we do see people that get really upset. They go on their live. They always mad at us because of our opinions or the backlash. But it'd be like, you cooperated with the storyline.
Yeah,
It's making
nah,
me
I get
mad.
what you
So
mean. I'm all cool with it. Like I know what I went for, and I know what I seen, what I heard. So it doesn't technically bother me. I'm just like I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to tell my side because as soon as I
yeah,
get to tell my side of the story, I don't even care if y'all feel differently about me or not. But that whole little situation is not what it is.
yeah.
It's by far
And
not
five
what.
foot Uno on Instagram said Kiana has 24 hours to respond. See how y'all gonna tell that. So, but I want to ask, let's fast forward, right?
Oh,
He
y'all about to
comes
have me in
home.
some mess. Cause watch I get I'm fist to get in. She seen you and baby, I'm tired of them bashing me, especially about this wig. Cause first of all, I didn't even want to do the like.
All right,
Anyway,
we can talk about the wig.
that wig gone. Don't worry about it. That wig gone. Tess and flames. That's gone. Y'all never get what?
They talking about the wig, but it's all good. First round on TV, that's what happens. And then y'all start getting the connects and the brands, and they reach out and start
See,
elevating. That's how it goes. So it is what it
exactly.
is. But I want to ask you, fast forward, he comes home. Who reaches out to who? What is that conversation like? What are those text messages like when he comes home? Is he wanting to be with you? Is he telling you a different story than what we see him telling Kiana? Like, what is he saying to you when he comes home?
No, when he first got home, like he was in a halfway house, and it was even that was hard. Just taking his kids to visit him because it was Kiana didn't want me up there or whatnot, so I couldn't even really take my kids to see him. Um,
Wow.
Before he got out of jail, I mean, he said he wanted to be faithful, but he found out what he found out, and like I'm not saying I'm right about what I did. That's not my character at all. Like I've grown a lot. I don't care for the publicity of it. My thing is like I don't even understand why they even brought me up in a situation to the show people. Like y'all could have just left me out. Like he wasn't cheating that hard. Even if he
Because you
was cheating in
the
jail.
storyline, girl. What would we be talking to them about if we wasn't talking about you? You the storyline. That's what they want you in.
Yeah, but listen, like so I just it's that's a lot. But yeah, he was in a halfway house. He said he wanted to try this relationship and whatnot and whatever. And he got home, he found out some more shit. So that just kind of went from there. But like I said,
Well, what did he find out? You can't tell us. Is that going to be on the show? What did he find
no,
out?
that was already out. They already talked about that. But basically, I guess she had messed around when he was in jail, and I
Okay.
guess he just reacted off of that. But hey, like, listen, it literally it was just six. It was not that big of a deal. Like she can literally have her man. It wasn't. I've been single for a little bit, so I be cool. I be chilling. I don't. I just need it. That was my opportunity. I just took the opportunity to get my mama and my grandma a break. Other than that, it wasn't that serious. It's not like I don't see how he's treated me and how he's done me before just to say, oh, I was just gonna be out here bragging and stuff. Oh yeah, we about to be the ones on the show married. No, that's not what it was.
Yeah, it bothered me. It aggravated me that he was, after he came over and tried to persuade you to drop the charges or not move forward with it. Um, if he had gave you the 600 and some dollars right then, would you have dropped it?
Um,
Because you were saying you got to show me the money first. So I was wondering if he had the money on deck, would you have dropped the charges?
No, I wouldn't have. But one thing, like I said, this is just junk and mess, and I really don't even want to feed into it no more. So with the charges thing, I had ended up filing them, and I hadn't heard back nothing from the people or whatever. But just being like honest, it my thing was with it, like, even if you did find or felt some type of way that you needed to mess up my stuff, like, it's plenty of times I done tried to talk to this girl as a woman and all this before everything got out of hand. So when she did do that, I did not catch her doing that. But like I said, I'm finna get oh my god, my phone finna be blowing up. Anyway, so in the meantime, in between time of that, um, he had left from over there. They got into a little heated little argument. He left from over
Mhm.
there, came by. He brought a little spend the night bag. I had to work. I work nights, so I wasn't tripping about him being here, and my boys was here. So like, they got into it or whatnot. He left, and a couple of nights of him staying. I think maybe 2 or 3 nights of him staying. She had came. Well, no, the first night he came, she had ended up coming to my door or whatever. She seen this car out here. It was parked somewhere else, and somebody was fixing on it. And she told him somebody's robbing him. So she walked up to my door. I guess she didn't think I was here, and she made him move all this stuff out. He was staying over here for a little while. Kiana ended up coming back. This was after the whole little car situation. She ended up coming back again. They was supposed to be in a car talking. I politely knocked on their little car window, told him to get out, come get your shit. If you gonna be with her, come be with her. But like, I'm not gonna do all of this. If y'all gonna be together, be together. But all this extra shit, we not gonna do. So, um, he wasn't trying to hear that shit, and I wasn't trying to hear it either. So I had went and got my pepper sprayed the fuck out of him and her. So I got my get back, whether it's filing charges or her going to that, whatever. I got my get back.
They're gonna
Like,
file charges on you next.
oh, I don't give a fuck.
They gonna file charges on you. Look, I mean, it sounds like overall, it definitely just seems like I said, to me, he's the culprit, and been in between you guys for years now. Where he messed with her, he go back to you. He messed with you, he messed with her. It's always overlap. He's playing both sides, and then it really disturbed me that he left out your house talking about he wish he could choose another baby mother. It was like, well, actually, you could.
Do you do
And
you do you know how much shit I wish I could? I I wish I could have chose to. Nigga, if we making wishes, let's make 1,000 of them. Cause baby, I got maybe 1,000,000 to make. What? No, like even that. Even if he did choose another baby mama, he did. Like, but what made
And
you
that's what I'm
different?
saying. Like, and if you got the faucet, just keep it to yourself, girl, because he don't deserve it. He really don't. And it sounds like it's not just her, like you said, he's messed with other women and things like that. So I just really want, honestly, both of y'all to go do y'all own thing. Cause it's like
Let her
I
have
just
her
felt like
man.
he's playing
Y'all
between
need
it.
to keep cheering that relationship on and let her have her man. Cause apparently that's what I got to do. And I thought that was the situation already. Shit. Cause if you had him in jail, your guess was good as mine. I thought he was yours. But it's just me. I don't like the situation because don't just pick me out of the bunch and make yourself feel as if you got something against me because it's not even that. I got kids with the man. That's it. Other than that, it's not like I got a life insurance policy on him or nothing. Like I can't get nothing from that man.
Bando the Don on Instagram said he would like to let you know you look good in your lingerie.
Tell him
These
he can
people,
call me.
these people ain't got
You
no chill.
y'all they be on here talking about me, but they don't even know these men. Baby, I done missed some men's. Do you hear me? A engineer, a lineman. What do you mean?
I know that's right. Well, there was a
Don't
question,
they put me
Latoria.
on?
Yeah, Latoria had another question. She
I
asked
don't want to
why
ask
didn't
her
you?
questions because
She
no,
said,
because you
well,
was
she
gonna be on
wanted
her
to know.
side. Y'all, you need to wait till Kiana tell her side because now we not
Did
even
you
gonna
file
play this.
anything with it? Well, she's asking. I guess she wanted to know why you didn't file anything with the insurance company and you paid out of pocket for your tires. I was thinking maybe you got a deductible and the deductible was higher than the $600. You probably still would have had to
No,
pay at
actually,
least
when I
500.
went, actually tried to go get two tires, they were $800. From this tire shop for brand new tires. These was for brand new tires. I know my car ain't all that and up to
Why
T,
you
but
ain't
it
get
got
no
me in my
used tires?
huh.
Why you don't get no used tires? No.
I did, but these used tires and these roads where we at, they only last a second. But I did. That's what he replaced those tires with. He did replace them with used tires. I wasn't tripping on no new tires. I'm not fit to go spend no big ass cash money on those new tires unless it's a brand like no, it's no.
Did he give you the money that he offered? Did he ever give it to you?
He went no, not that was in scripts. That wasn't. Mm-mm.
Okay. Now, did you think about that when you filed the police report? Did you think about what he was saying that he could be in, like he could possibly not live with her if she got the charges, or he could go to jail, being that was involved in it and he got his legal issues right now? Did that thought cross your mind when you filed the police report? And you just didn't care, or was it something that you didn't think
It
about?
crossed very fast. I didn't give a fuck. Um, No, for real,
All
like
right.
because it's not about me at this point. It's not about me and what I'm doing. Like she knew what she did, even if she had somebody else do it, even if she did it. I don't care who did it. Whatever the matter is, they know his situation. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, evidently, I couldn't blame it on nobody else. So it's, I mean, I just know what me and her got going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the situation. So I'm not just gonna sit here and blame nobody else because if I had some enemies this whole time he been in jail, I would have been going through stuff. But my life been peaceful. I've been getting my life together since he was in jail. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So all of a sudden, just some girl feeling some type of way. Do you know how many women I had to go through with him when he was with me? Like, come on now, like ain't nobody ever did that. It was either we gonna fight or we been not argued. That's it. Other than that, I've never did no extra shit to no other female's car or nothing like that. I've always did it to him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's him. It's not them. Like even though a woman feeds into a man, like come on now, y'all gotta be smart enough to know shit. She feeding into it for some reason because obviously he's steady bothering her to wanted to act like this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no woman just gonna act like that out of spite or I mean just out of nowhere just to act like that. Well, at least I'm not. I ain't got time for all that.
Well, I will say I was thinking that maybe even though what we saw on the show where he told you at the chicken spot that he was going to try his relationship, I really was thinking that maybe when he came home he was telling you something else, or telling you that he was going to be with you or something. But it does sound like, you was looking to get the babysitter, you slept with him, you're not justifying it, but you take accountability for that is what I hear. But I was thinking he was really trying to tell you something different.
No, yeah, but it was those times. But like I just don't feed into it. Like he tell me whatever he told me, I think of it just for the moment because if you really wanted to be with me, you would have been here. So just like you lying to everybody else, I know you lying to me. Like I'm not into the fairy tale less shit no more. Like I'm grown and shit. It's you know what I'm saying? It's he over there. So what in my right mind do I oh he's gonna come over here, he's gonna come home soon as I give him this coochie. No, like niggas cheat all the time and go back home to their girls. Like what? So
And
no,
let
it
me
was but
see.
it was definitely times where he did say, oh, he wanted to be back home. He missed his kids and stuff like that. But even then, it was just nothing. It wasn't nothing serious for me because if you wanted to be back with your kids, you would have been here. But I mean, hey, I just got a heart, and I hate that for myself. I got a big heart, and I just like I'm nice, so I put myself in a lot of bad situations. But it's life. I live and I learn.
Yeah. And guys, I know y'all said Facebook and Instagram started acting up. I deleted them and redid the live, so you should be able to get back in. Oh, it's fixed. Okay, thank you. So yeah, Joelle,
They
I'm gonna
gonna
say
get
I
y'all.
really did. I really
Watch
did think
him and
that
her. They
he.
gonna go live on y'all ass. They fist to get y'all.
I don't follow them. I don't know when they going live or nothing. I just found you. I just found you. It took me forever to find. I found the old page
I
of
be
yours,
trolling because y'all be funny. Cause not
and
you
then
put
I
my car
know.
on these bricks. Can when you edit that picture, can you put my other two bricks back there? Cause don't leave me like that. Do not. They already be talking about my car.
I was talking to first of all, thank you for reposting and having a sense of humor. Like me and my best friend, we have with witty humor. We made that from Chat GPT made that for us. And
Oh
we
God.
put that in it. So it was just like I was telling him like I want to put the link in the thumbnail, and he went on Chat GPT and made it for me. And like you should see all my thumbnails. I try to make them funny because I like to have a good time. I
Nah,
don't watch.
that was funny.
Yeah, like I don't watch reality TV to like bash anybody. Like it's just fun to me. I
Nah,
know
y'all,
that
y'all,
behind the
I
scenes
totally
is
understand.
crazy.
I love it. I don't
So I
like most of the
appreciate that.
comments. I just be laughing because I've always it's I'm just a jokester by far because I've always been around people who clown and stuff like that. So I don't take it to heart. My thing was with all the people who had their narrative of the story and was wrong, but I had to stop commenting because I can't tell y'all wrong. Y'all gonna feel how y'all feel about the situation, and I understand from the perspective it is for y'all how it looked. So I
Yeah, it
really
does
had to
look
back
like
off and
that.
let them say what they were saying.
Yeah, and I think too, like you said, it's a learning, growing opportunity. Like, don't even put yourself in nothing like that where he feels like he can just go back and forth and he over here one week and he over there, or like it's a bad situation. He has other
Right.
baby mothers too. Do you get along with them?
Yeah. Now.
Or
Yeah.
you had issues with them in the past too? Are you his first baby mother or the last one?
No.
Or you in the middle?
He God, y'all got
I think I'm asking the right questions, y'all.
you are, cause this man is gone, baby. He gone. But I had to say, I had to tell myself I had to stop sparing him because, like, it's like, damn, y'all really went on here trying to make me look like the bad guy. But I'm the third, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna say I guess because I can't tell you the rest. That ain't my business to
Okay. Wow. How many children is it all together? Can you tell us that? I've counted 6. Is that or is that accurate?
tell.
Child,
No,
she
he
gotta use the
has
fingers.
4. He has, yeah. It was you, the twins, and my 2, 5.
Okay.
So
Because
in
I thought
reality, he has 5.
okay. And I think that's why, because I thought all 3 of your sons was with him, but only 2 are with him.
Um, yeah, the my oldest and my second was with him, and my youngest, like y'all don't even understand. I don't even want to talk about this lady on here, so cause she gonna kill my ass. But his mama don't play that shit. She didn't want the kids. She didn't even want. Nobody wanted me to go on the show. Nobody wanted me to go on the show at all. So, yeah, that's why Kyrie wasn't on there. But yes, Kyrie is his son. That was the
Mhm.
last child I had before he went to jail, and my baby was like 4, maybe 4 or 5 months when he went to jail or whatnot. But yeah, just my first one is not his child.
Okay. Okay, well then that makes sense why, because I had counted 6 because of that. All right. Well, I'm definitely into, I want to see what happens. Does he really bring her to the birthday party. I'm expecting us to see that on the show and what happens there. Because I was trying to figure out, you didn't do a restraining order, did you? You just did the vandalism charges. Because I was trying to figure out how could she even be able to attend. But I guess you didn't do a restraining order, did you?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even care for the girl like that. I really gotta. I don't even know when they showing this. I gotta, cause I can't tell you. Cause
Okay,
I can tell
I get it.
you. I can inbox you, and then you can save that for whenever you want to. But
Okay.
it's not. That's not how that went for real. But hey,
And did you really not want her to go to the party? You really didn't want her to go, right?
no, that's his girlfriend. Like, she been everywhere else with him. Shit, all she was gonna do was be up all up on him there. Like, why not go have fun with your kids? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a problem with me for her to be at the party. This is the thing. She has a problem with me. I don't care for her like that just to be in here making a big old scene or making her feel some type of way. I've even the whole family situation, the whole scene where they told me to stay at the cookout. Even then, when it was first brought to it, I could have went to all this stuff for real, like,
Mhm.
but I didn't. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is just what they showing y'all, but I didn't because I know that feeling. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
as a woman, I stayed away as far as I could. And yeah, like I said, we did what we did. It ain't nobody saying that was the right thing to do because it wasn't. But at the same time, I mean, the situation was what it was, and like literally, I tried to stay away. And I even in the beginning when he got home from jail, I asked him. I said, "Could I like? Can everybody just give me some time?" No, he wants to see his kid. He needs to see his kids. Okay, cool, but obviously this led to a whole different situation, to where we haven't going to have to keep the kids away. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's not something I want to do. But had everybody gave me a little time to process everything, I feel like it could have turned out better because I wouldn't have had to be around him. It wouldn't be no popping up at my house and stuff like that. It'll be limits on stuff, but everybody pushed me to do some stuff that I didn't want to do, but I let him see his kids because I'm just not that type of mama. I don't want my kids to feel some type of way, and I don't want my feelings to be involved with how my kids feel. That's their daddy, and they love him, and I'm gonna let them love him. That has nothing to do with me at the end of the day.
Well, can you tell us anything about Kiana and her? Because we didn't see her children at all the first season. And the perception I get from the show is that she moved them out so Demondre could move in. And then she kind of incorporated the children in this season. So is that the case? Because we've also seen her baby daddy online
No, because I
saying a
told them
whole lot.
I kind of felt some type of way about my kids being on there, and I told them like I mean, she got kids too. If I got to be on this show, I can be on here by myself as well. My kids ain't got to be on here, but like that's a lot for me to keep getting them ready and all this stuff for all these scenes and stuff like that. And I'm doing this
Mhm.
by myself. Like, no, we ain't gonna keep doing that. We ain't gonna keep putting my kids on here and asking them stupid questions because like they kids. Don't confuse my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They don't got nothing to do with it. They love their daddy and they love me and they get along with her. And her kids, she just have her two kids. I fairly don't even know too much about Kiana. Like dead ass, I don't
Mhm.
worry about the girl. I didn't even know who her baby daddy was until I seen that on Twitter too. So I really can't tell you a lot about it, but I can tell you the innocence is not. That's She's not innocent. But I mean,
Well,
we
yeah, I
all
said the
grown.
baby daddy said that she left him for Demondre. That's what he basically was saying. That
See,
he got
I
left in
had
the
something to
dust.
say then too, because I'm like, I'm glad you said something, because I'm glad you know what I know, that they was going out together and all that type of stuff, and he was with me. I was pregnant, so
Wow. So they were both kind of cheating on their relationships to be together. Yeah.
I guess
Well,
so,
look,
but
Latoria says she respects you. She says she respect you, and the for letting them still see their children, see their father, because the children have nothing to do with it. She, you came on her and you told your story, and that's really what I wanted to understand. And again, it doesn't sound like he was playing both sides too much, but it was more so you take accountability for what happened,
it
and it was
was
him
it
in
was
the
that, but
beginning.
like it's not for me to. This is the thing where I say I don't give a fuck about the situation, like for real, because why? Okay, how can I say it? I don't gotta tell 1,500 times or go through all these messages and stuff and say where he said he wanted to do this, or he done said he said it. You know what I'm saying? He done
Hmm.
said he wanted to be here. She know he done said it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So either way it go, it was all a fairy tale for me. It wasn't nothing real for me. That was just all a fairy tale. He feeding me some shit because he mad at her right now. They having a little bad time. Cool, I fed into it a little bit. That's it. That's all it was. It wasn't nothing. Cause like I said, if he wanted to be here, he would have been here. Other than that, I have a life to tend to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about Kiana or Demadric, and that's why I don't understand why she worry about me so much either. Cause it's that shit make me sick. Cause like, girl, get a grip. It's we too old, and if you been with him these 12 years, and I'm just such a the side chick and all this other stuff. Like, you worrying yourself too much about
She says, they said, they know you're not crazy. They know how baby daddies are.
and it's crazy because I've been there. I've been crazy. I feel dead ass. Kiana's feelings are valid. You know what I'm saying? They valid, 100%. But mine's are too. And I'm not. But I never threw out there. Oh, this my baby daddy. So we gotta be in love. We gotta be married. Like, you need to move around. That's not like shit. He with her. Like,
Well, if we being honest here, my baby dad is my husband. But if it was that, like, I would feel some type of territorial that's really mine at the end of the day, and I might do some petty shit like that too. I might slide back and sleep with him here and there. Like, y'all got
I,
two kids together, and so do me and my husband. We got two kids together. Like, I'm saying that might be the way. So I can't point no fingers because I could get petty too.
not for real.
I can't point
No,
no
but I
fingers.
mean, I seen where the pettiness go between me and her going back and forth, baby. That was gonna be some damage because after that little pepper spray situation, I I I keep telling I'm just growing a lot. I really have a lot to tend to in my life, and I'm changing my life for my kids. I
Yeah,
really don't have time to sit up and argue about a man. If he want to see his kids, if he don't want to see them, either way it go. I mean, I got to be a mama at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's even if I'm with him or if I'm not, I still have to be a mother to my children. And all that extra being silly shit and behind him and doing all this, I feel bad for her because, sweetheart, stop taking yourself out like that. And you don't went on national TV. I don't care how much he say he gonna hold you down. We both look crazy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it wouldn't have been an instance. It should have been to where he like, now somebody ain't going on there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I only did it because I needed to go promote my business, and from there, I hope
yeah.
God make that flourish. I ain't worried about nothing else.
Yeah. And promote that. What's going on with your makeup line? Tell us about it. Cause I said I wanted to know more about it. And I really did take to your story and, listening to her, you said, your father was locked up, your mother worked a lot, and you just trying to make a way. And I thought it was super smart because we don't see love after lockup people really promote their business on the show. Like how housewives, they have their shows and and they promote their stuff. You don't see that often here. They're more so fighting and arguing and chasing the man around. We don't see the women really take the opportunity to promote a business. So I thought that was dope that you was doing that.
I
So
feel like
tell
that
us
was
more about
my
your
that
makeup.
was I felt like that was
Like, how
my
can we get it?
advantage.
Yeah.
That was my advantage right there. That's like Other than the whole little situation with them, I don't care about it. That was literally my advantage to go on there and promote my business. Like, I mean, why not? I'm going on national TV, so, and that was kind of, I was hoping that would stir y'all into the right direction of me not, like, that's not what I'm focused on. When he left, I was left with nothing. So just from there, I was working and all this other stuff, and I used to do hair back when I was in high school. I was in cosmetology, so I just ended up going back to school, finished what I started,
Hmm.
and started my business. Right now, I'm just working on it with my business mentor and stuff, getting a website done and all that. So soon I will have that out. But other than that, I was trying to finish school so I can have time to just focus on my business and get that out there more.
Okay, well, Just Beauty, that's Beaut, three Just Beauty Cosmetics. So y'all make sure y'all follow Joella. You can find her on Facebook. It's what you see on the screen. Wayla Lene is how you find her. And we'll be looking out for your website and your makeup. Send me some, girl. I'll definitely put some on.
Nah, I got
I
you,
don't know
mama.
how to do
Just
my
send me
makeup
an
no
address.
more.
I got you.
I ain't did my makeup in so long, but I'll take it with me to the makeup artist because that's what I do. Like if I have to get my makeup done, I just go
No,
see the
for real. But
artist and
I
stop
got a
buying
cute
makeup.
palette. But yeah, y'all definitely check out my cosmetic line. That's what this was for me. So
Yeah, well, I thank you for coming on and telling y'all. Some of y'all are coming in a little late, so I'll tell you, like, yes, we've already discussed, leaving him alone so that he don't feel like he could keep coming back and forth. She's already, took accountability for that. Some people on Instagram are saying they do believe Kiana did that to your car, just so you know. They're saying they do believe that she did it. Why would she do that? So we'll let that play
I
out.
can't
And I
I
would
can't
love to have you come back on, like, a little bit further after the season ends and we see the rest of it. I would love to have you back and do like an official, let everybody know you're going to be on, or we could do pre-recorded and really, talk a little bit more. But I really appreciate you, y'all. She did not have to come on here today. I reached out to her today. I found her and told her I wanted to do an interview. She saw my thumbnail and said she would stop by the live. So I appreciate you because some people be scared to come on here. So I appreciate you just
No, I've been waiting
dropping
for
what you was
these
doing and
moments
jumping
because
on.
they be going. I'm gonna tell you now, y'all be going, but I just be laughing because it's not what you think it is. But I can't make you believe what I know. So, and I can't make you like me. So
And we hear that, trust me, I've been covering these seasons and we hear that all the time that it's not what we see, that the producers change things. So we know that there's things going on behind the scenes. Like what I said was, I just don't, why do y'all be signing up for that? Like I get it's a bag and it's an opportunity, but I was saying like, why do y'all agree to let them tell y'all what to say and stuff? Because I be trying to tell them, like, are they going to fire you if you don't do what they want you to do? Is that how it goes?
no, they can just change what you say. It doesn't matter what you say.
They're going to chop it and screw it.
I
Got
said a
it.
lot of I've said from the beginning, like, this is why I share them. Like, I did not say that because where I'm trying to remember when I did say it, but hey,
Yeah. Whatever sells, whatever gets the ratings, I get it. But yeah, again, thank you for coming on. Like I said, I definitely want to catch up with you when we see some more episodes, see this birthday party. You could drop in my DMs what you were talking about. So I'll see it and I'll hold it until we get, because I don't do no spoilers. I don't want We TV after me, child. So
no, for real, because they probably about to be on my phone to get blocked. Oh
So
well.
thank you. I appreciate you. And we're gonna recap the rest of this show. Are you friends with anybody on the show? Like, do you talk to anybody on any of the other couples?
No, but I watch them. I don't talk to them, but I do watch them. They TikToks and stuff like that. I watch Monique a lot. I love her wig videos and stuff that she be making. I love her wigs, and I love that she even though
She
like they
blocked me.
tried to make fun of her and all that, like I don't even know her personally. I just love her content. Like
I love her content too. I have to follow her on my backup page because she blocked me when she first when because the thing that's why I be saying like when we see the show and I have opinions. I don't mean no harm, but I was thinking she catfished him a little bit because if you showed him only the pictures that we saw on the screen, there was a difference there. So it was given you
but like
catfished him a little bit.
let's be
And
honest.
she,
A man and girl being catfish, like come on now. They talk to anybody just to make their time fly by. So she couldn't have catfished him that much. I know she was breathing hard. So what the
yeah,
fuck? Like
I know. You know, she didn't visit him while he was locked up, and I was just saying like the pictures
what
that
big
they were
person
showing
you
us.
go okay, but what big person you don't know breathe hard on the phone? Like, come on now. Like he couldn't have known.
Not
Like, come
saying
on.
that she made him think that she was a skinny girl, but there was some filters and stuff on the picture, so it was like, and the pictures were only like neck up, so not that she was completely
A
a
big
different
girl. Like
person,
what
but
big girl do
or
you
and
not
they
know
look
that
like
take
there were
pictures
some
like that?
older pictures, right? Like they look like there was some older, they was close up right here, you know. So it was like, you might have did a little catfishing here. And she blocked me, child. And I ain't mean no harm. I'm just saying. I'm
Cause
just saying.
you know what, I feel her on that. Cause I was gonna block you about my car. Please put my bricks on there. Tell Chat GPT do not play with me like that. Like what?
I was telling them, me and my bestie was just having a good time. And I just
No, I
couldn't believe
found
how
it
many
funny.
people
I
love
was
that
like, what?
thumbnail.
Bricks is crazy.
We asked for ChatGPT to give us a Lincoln on 4 flat tires, and that's what they came up with. So we went with it.
Man, I like it. I love it. I love it. And
Well,
by the
we'll have
way, since
Joella
y'all
back
talking,
on.
I got a new truck. Thank you.
Ooh, clock
But
that. She got a new truck. She said the blonde wig is done with, it's burnt, and we'll never see it again.
ever, but on the internet, cause they
But
be
thank you,
dragging their wig.
Joella. I appreciate you coming on. You are more than welcome to join us back in the comments. I'm gonna finish recapping the rest of these couples real quick, but I really appreciate this impromptu interview, y'all. And if y'all missed any part of the live, don't worry, it will be on my YouTube channel, Reality Recap 2876. That's how you find me on YouTube, or the link is in my bio on Instagram and on Facebook. So make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all can see all my live recaps are there as well as pre-recorded. So thank you, Joella. I appreciate you.
You welcome, mama. You have a good night.
You too. All right, y'all. Let's get back into these couples. So we've heard from Joella on our throuple. We're gonna move on to JK and Brooke. Thank you, Treehouse NY, for checking in on Instagram, coming by. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go Treehouse NY. Best Rice Krispie treats. It's not no basic Rice Krispie treats, y'all. It is elevated. I did my ad over the weekend. You guys reacted to it. It's still doing numbers on Facebook and on Instagram. So check them out. Treehouse NY. They ship across the country. Shipping packages can last for 7 to 10 days in the packaging. It's quick shipping. You can put your personal logos on the Rice Krispie treats. You can send happy birthday ones. Thank you. Get well soon. I'm sorry. All different types, customized Rice Krispie treats with different flavors and toppings on them. So make sure y'all check out Treehouse NY. And thank you for stopping by my live. I don't even know if they like reality TV, but they gave me a chance with a little brand opportunity. And it was so much fun to shoot, y'all. So make sure y'all support the posters on my Instagram and Facebook page. Check them out, y'all. So let's talk about Brooke and JK real quick, y'all. So apparently JK got a job this episode and the ankle monitor is off. And Brooke goes to do her blood test because she had four positive and 2 negatives with her pregnancy test. So she went to do a blood test. She's calling JK, not getting an answer from him. And he's basically struggling with the temptations of being off the ankle monitor. He got his truck. He went and bought a truck. How do these ex-cons come out and get credit in trucks? I don't think he went to an actual dealership with this, but how do they do it and expect to pay for it? He got a truck before he got the job, or as soon as he got the job. Don't you have to show some type of history or something of employment? But anyway, he got the truck. He off the ankle monitor. He's out working and he's fighting with the temptation of other women, of his past life. And there are some suspicions. Brooke has some suspicions that something's going on with him. She said he's off. He's not answering. He's not, coming around her or her children. So she has some suspicions that things are going on. And from the looks of those videos that his mother had, it definitely gives there's some type of substance use happening, if I'm being honest. But yeah, he's struggling with it. He's in his truck. He goes to visit Alex. Um, why Alex got that keypad on that haunted house? Why she got that keypad on that haunted house, y'all? I'ma just be honest here. But he goes to visit her. He takes his mic off. She says that she has to talk to him about something. The producers asked him what did he talk about with Alex, but he said that's between them. Brooke goes to her blood test with her mom. She's blowing him up, leaving him messages. And when she gets back from her blood test, Bonnie's there. Bonnie's JK's best friend that was living with her. I still don't understand what she expected from Bonnie by telling Bonnie that she had lost her job before she spoke to JK about it. That is his best friend. Even though she's living with you, that's his best friend. So I don't really understand what you expected from his best friend, or for her not to go back and tell. She don't owe you nothing, and clearly she don't even got loyalty to JK because she telling his business as well. But Bonnie's there getting her stuff out of Brooke's house because she kicked her out because she went back and told JK that Brooke didn't have a job. And Brooke trying to get a little testy, like, yeah, glad you out my house. Now that you out my house, I can have a better relationship with JK. We'll be much better off. And she said, oh, if you only knew, sis. So Brooke asked her, like, so what you talking about? Let's not be detrimental, is what she said. And she let her know that JK had recently impregnated Alex, his ex-girlfriend, that cheated on him. And that's how, in my opinion, he ended up with Brooke. If it wasn't for Alex cheating, it seemed like, in my opinion, he would still be with Alex. But Bonnie lets her know that JK had recently, allegedly, impregnated Alex, and she had a miscarriage. She also, Brooke didn't believe it. Brooke was like, no, I don't believe this. I don't think this is true. How do you know if she cheated on him in the past? How you know she was pregnant by him? Bonnie had some receipts from Alex where Alex, had recently went to the hospital for the miscarriage. Again, that doesn't prove that it was JK's, but apparently she's supplying receipts to Bonnie. Bonnie says she only reached out to Alex to see if she could find a job where she can make some more money, because apparently Alex make good money at her job, even though her house don't say that, child. But she makes good money, and she was trying to get put on because she getting kicked out and got to find a new place to stay. And it seems like she, from her wording, that she may have found her own place instead of live, because it seemed like she just lived with everybody that dates JK. She lived with Alex, she lived with Brooke. It seemed like she just, as soon as he get a new girlfriend, she go move in with the girlfriend. So it seems like, she's trying to get herself in a position to have her own house. But yeah, Brooke is not, it seems like she does believe there could be a possibility, because the math is mathing from when he was with Alex in the previous season, when he, lied about his whereabouts, and Brooke had his location, and she left her job abruptly to go chase after him, is why she lost her job in the first place, because I guess it was considered job abandonment. But she left her job to go chase him, and I'm not chasing no man over my money, and here we are. She lost her job. So I feel like she was given poker face. I think she thinks there is a possibility that it could be true, but she didn't want to break down or show that in front of Bonnie. So she like, well, we gonna be all right. We got this. And she dismisses Bonnie. And I just couldn't believe I said, now Bonnie, I could see you telling JK Brooke's business. But if JK is your best friend, why did you go tell Brooke that? Where I said this damn girl ain't got no loyalty to nobody, honey. No loyalty whatsoever. But yeah, I guess Bonnie at the point she like, I'm tired of being in the middle. Y'all could take me out the group chat. You know, you mad that I'm telling JK, but you the one telling me this stuff. You the one got me in the middle of it. I just felt like, damn, you ain't got no loyalty to JK. Who is you loyal to? He done got you staying with two of his girlfriends, and that's how you repay the man? Damn. No loyalty whatsoever, child. I think it's true too, Toria. Toria said it's true, and that's why he acting weird and on something. I think it's true too. I think that has something to do with, the videos that his mom had of him like slurred and looked like he was on something. I feel like he was mourning the loss of this miscarriage. That's what I think. I truly do. But I don't know though, because is that what Alex had to tell him? Is he just finding out this information? But I just think overall with JK too, he's struggling with the temptations. He has had chances before. This is his third time coming out into the free world and didn't go well the last two times. Addiction is a real disease. So I think, him getting that ankle monitor off in that truck, he's battling with temptations of the world. He's gonna have to figure out how he overcome that. I mean, he does look good on Instagram now. I know he got teeth now. He got new teeth. He got his truck. He, keep a haircut. He actually posted Brooke before the last episode. So he just posted a picture with her with not much caption behind it. So I don't know, but we'll see what's going on with the blood test. Well, she says she gets the results the next day or whatever. So we'll probably hear more about that. Clearly, she's not pregnant or something happened to that pregnancy, because she's not pregnant currently and she hasn't had another baby. So we'll see what happened if the tests were expired or something, being that half of them said positive and the other half said negative. We'll get more information about that. But she did go meet up with JK's mom to tell her about, what she learned from Bonnie. And his mother just said, I feel so bad for her. She just seems so tired, so worn out. She is worried about her son. She got the videos of him slurring and leaning and eyes rolling slow. And she's worried about him backsliding, her burying her son or losing him to overdose or something like that. On top of he in your living room on an air mattress humping on Brooke. He playing back and forth with her. And I was saying, why is Brooke in this woman face cursing? I'm old school. I got respect for people parents. I don't be cursing talking to nobody's parents. That's just crazy to me. But she like, yeah, he fucking without a condom. Like, who does that? Talking to somebody mama, child. But she just looks so weary, so tired, so worried about him, and she's just worn out. Like, it's sad. It was sad to see her talk about how she's scared of losing him. But she did give her good advice. If you got questions for Alex, the one thing to do is go talk to Alex. So she reached out to Alex and they gonna have a conversation. So we'll see that in the upcoming episode. We'll see, that conversation with Alex, as well as what's going on with this blood test. So I can't wait to see more about that and maybe learn some more about what's going on with JK. And is he using or what? Or what's really going on? But yeah, that's what's going on with Brooke and JK. Let me see some of y'all comments. Thank you for checking in. Is it Michaela? I hope I'm saying that right. Apologize if I'm not. But on Facebook said Bonnie want JK for herself. That's what it gives. I agree with you there. And that's why she going back and telling his business. I think that too. Now I have a male best friend, but we've been friends since 3 years old, and I don't want that man at all. But I could see that in that relationship. So it is possible, in my opinion, because I live it, of being best friends with a male and it not being more than that. But I can agree. I could see that. I could definitely see that. She want to be on that air mattress real bad. I could agree with that. And Toria said, let's talk about how the cameraman went back to show us how the lady got up off the ground. The cameraman is hell. I said that too. That's all I'm saying. She just seems so tired. I was surprised she even got down there, Tori. I was like, damn, she gonna get down there on that curb. I would not have done that, but she just seems tired. I can only imagine, your child is taking you through the ringer, keep getting locked up, having addictions, locked up for long periods of time. Then he come home, ain't got no job. He relying on you. He in your living room, getting women pregnant left and right. It got to be a lot to deal with. But I tell you what, I'm looking forward to the conversation with Alex. I hope Bonnie did too. I do. I hope she did too. But I was surprised she even got down there, Toria. We been keeping it 100. But yeah, let's move on to our next couple. We're gonna take them off the screen. Let's move on to Will and Courtney, child, because Courtney is hell. She is yikes on a bike, child. But Courtney, in my opinion, is delusional, right? Like, you expecting the world from Will while you out here messing with this man Mark, messing with this woman named, what was the woman named Mac? Talking about she toothless and ruthless and can still pull you. Like, why are you expecting such loyalty and money, and also not taking any accountability whatsoever? It's like I'm watching the Twilight Zone. If I'm being honest, Markayla got it. Thank you. Thank you for that. But yeah, like, she's out here with this guy Mark because she's saying that Will didn't come there to pick her up. Hell, your mama won't even send you no money to come pick you up. They tired of your nonsense. But she's with this dude Mark. He's talking about he's offering her a room at his house that she doesn't have to sleep in the bed with him. But he's telling us in confessionals they've messed around. He's totally wide open. I said Courtney must have that WAP. Like, I know Joella said she got the faucet, but is Courtney the one with the faucet? Because these people be insane over her. The fact that Will wanted to marry her and he ain't even getting them before she went in. They met over a pen pal type site. So he like, she must got that game. Like, City Girls up 1,000, honey. But Will, he he wanted to marry her first day out. You got Mark, who is basically nose wide open, saying like, you can come stay with me. My wallet is completely open to you. You can have what you want. You ain't even got to sleep in the bed with me. I said, maybe she the one with the faucet, child. And she's working at an auto shop, but she's saying it's not enough. So he's willing to give her everything. He drops her off at the auto shop. He yelling out the window, I love you. And she gonna say it back. And I'm saying, you giving false hope. Now that's where I'm a little confused with Courtney. Do you really not like Mark, or you just playing like you don't like him on camera? Because there's no way this man's nose is open like this for nothing. You did something here. You had to do something to old Marky Mark. And the fact that he yelling out love you and you saying it back. So I don't know that he's not like this for nothing. True. I know that jail talk, that prison talk, fool boy. I tell you, I know that prison talk. I know it very well, girl. So it could be that, but Mark seemed like he done got some of that from the last episode when they asked him outside, have y'all messed around? She telling us no, but he seems to have another side to it. Or whatever she did to him, child, on top of the jail talk and on top of the come home talk, he is wide open. So he drops her off at the auto shop. Then we also see Will goes to the lawyer's office, and he said he's super happy. He's in his Benz. He goes to the lawyer and he's saying, look, he makes significant amounts of money more than Courtney. and that he wants to know will he be on the hook for alimony, and he gets good news that he won't be on the hook for alimony because they was only married 6 weeks. um Alimony comes when you change someone's life and you paying for their lifestyle for years on end, maybe even months on end. But in 6 weeks, you can't do much changing to nobody's life that's in the halfway house to begin with, and then got locked back up. So he gets good news that he won't be on the hook for alimony. But and the lawyer gave him a good price. He said that he would only charge him $500 retainer to file the divorce because they don't got no children or money tied to each other or property or anything like that. So it's really an easy divorce, to be honest. And he was going to charge him $500. But I knew the minute he said, "Can I do it myself?" that he had reservations about actually going through with the divorce because he's not sure. And he said that in his confessional, like now that he's there, he's not sure if he wants to go through with it. This girl is acting like she's hurt about it, but it feels like she's only hurt because he is not giving her the allowance she thought she was going to get, that she has to now try to figure out how to stand on her own 2 feet. It must be a miserable life to have to depend on people you don't even like, smiling and open your legs for people just to get by because you ain't did for yourself. That gots to be hell. I'd rather work. I'm just being honest. But it's like, you don't seem, are you hurt because you really love him? Because all I hear is, he left me to the wolves. He's not doing what he said he was going to do. So I have to do these things. I'm like, girl. So then on top of that, you sad, but then you in the car with this girl Mac out of nowhere talking about she toothless and ruthless and that she need to be with her. Huh? Where this girl come from? So this girl Mac and her gums take her to the pawn shop. She's gonna try to pawn the ring that Will gave her. She gets to the pawn shop and the lady say, "Okay, I got this diamond tester. If it beeps, it's real. If it does nothing, it ain't real." That shit was on mute. I said, "Oh my God. Does is the battery dead in it?" That shit ain't beep at all. The band ain't real. The ring ain't real. It was giving plastic. She said, "Yeah, this is costume jewelry, and I could sell this for about $6." The pawn shop lady was funny. The pawn shop lady was funny to me. She was like, "Yeah, nah, I can't do nothing with this." And then she gonna whip out this cheetah print coat as if it was a fur. Why would she whip that out? Tell myself, can you do anything with it? She said, "Yeah, nah, I don't really do clothes. So nah, I can't do nothing with the cheetah print. I don't want the cheetah." This pawn shop lady had me cracking up. But yeah, she in the parking lot kissing on Mac. She going in here trying to pawn the man ring. And then she's upset with Will for giving her a fake ring. Could you blame him? She talking about some, "It makes me feel like I'm not worth it. And why did he have to lie to me? It could have been licorice. So if it could have been licorice, what you mad for?" And you talking about you feel like he gave you a fake ring and that symbolizes you ain't worth it. You kind of not. You are you calling Mark, you shacking up and laying in the bed with him while you're on the phone with Will. You're kissing this girl Mac, and then when you come out of the pawn shop, you call yet another person and tell him you need help with your rent, and said you got one more trick up your sleeve. Yeah, you're not worth the real diamond, 2 carat diamond. You're not. So what you mad about is what I'm trying to understand. If it could have been licorice, if it was for love, I could see you being like, "Oh, he lied to me about he ain't have to lie," but mad you like you really thought you was gonna walk in that pawn shop and get 20K off a ring for a man you married one day out of jail and was married to 6 weeks, with majority of that you spending in the halfway house in jail. That's what I'm saying. Like the delusion with Courtney is crazy to me. It's crazy. But like she really had the nerve to be mad about this fake ring like she's some prize wife, child. It's a disaster. What a disaster. Like you living from person to person to get along. I'd rather work, child. So we'll see if Will goes through with the divorce. We'll see if he actually files or goes back to the lawyer. I thought he was gonna get a 500 up right then because he was saying like, "I'm so happy to be single again." I was thinking like, good for Will. Will is not our regular nerd we usually see that gonna keep putting up with the nonsense. He said he was going to get the divorce. I thought he was gonna go through with it, and it seemed like he having second thoughts. So Nikki said she just showing her true scammer behavior that got her in this mess. Yeah, you know, that's what she's used to. Yeah, that's what she deserves. A bubblegum machine ring, the way she acted on this TV, child. But yeah, she just getting along to get along. And that's what you get. So who's our last two couples? This will be quick. Our last two couples, we have Troy and Zariah. I'm so happy to have Karen back. She's still a mess, child. So Karen is Troy's mother. Troy makes it to Buffalo, and he's looking for his brother, who his sister called and said that she's concerned about his brother Vaughn, their younger brother. He's, not working. They don't know what's going on with him. So he goes to Buffalo to try to find his brother. And Karen, like, I ain't looking for him. I ain't looking for no grown man. He's fine. And Troy saying, you really need to look for your son. Maybe if you knew where he was or where we were growing up, we wouldn't be in this predicament. I may have not went and served the time that I did. But yeah, she like, they in the confessional, and he's saying how she don't take no accountability. She could be dead wrong. She's telling me, you want to smoke? I got some weed. You want to smoke? Karen is a mess. I think Karen has a lot of trauma, if you ask me, and she masked it through her smoking and her past alcohol and drinking. There's clearly, I'm sure she's dealing with the traumas of Troy's brother who passed away. He was unalived by gun violence, but I just love her. I do. Like, she's unapologetically herself, and she's just going to get on live, curse us all out. She be in the comments cursing people out, eating them alive, honey. And she's just gonna be herself, and I can't be mad at her. But yeah, Troy made it to Buffalo, and Karen said, I ain't going to look for him. I'm going to get a cocktail, honey. He a grown man. And she said, I ain't looking for no grown men. But Troy says that they agree to disagree, because she feels like Troy was a happy kid. She said he wasn't no sad kid. And he said, like, how do you know that? Like, how do you know that? And you weren't there. So he just is learning to agree to disagree, and hopefully not be back and forth on social media with them. Just Tiff on Instagram said Cameron reminds me of Frankie. Agreed. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. You agree too. So, child, something about Zariah rubs us all the wrong way. I told y'all she was in my comments arguing with me because I called them my favorite toxic couple. And I said that last week she was arguing with him when he was leaving. She was like, that was not an argument compared to last season. I was like, girl, you told him to choke on his breakfast. It definitely was an argument. And she was like, it's all good though. It's all good. It's all love. Yeah, you my favorite toxic couple. You want me to change that? I'm not. So yeah, Karen keeps it real. Troy did find his brother. They visited the grave of their brother that passed away from gun violence, and this brother did say, he wants to do right. He gonna get on the straight and narrow. So I think his trip to Buffalo hopefully was a success, and his brother does do what he needs to do. We didn't see Zariah in this episode at all. She's back home. She says she has something to tell Troy. I'm thinking it's about the pregnancy, because she is allegedly pregnant, still is. So I'm thinking that's what she's gonna tell him when he returns. Brown Bunny said, facts. I can't stand Get Man. I hope he leave her for real. Are you talking about Will? I think. Oh, you talking about Troy? Yeah, Soraya. I'm just not into the disrespect of the husband like that. Especially when I said, poor Troy. He in the middle of Zariah yelling at him all the time. He dealing with Karen getting on his nerves and not taking no accountability. Poor Troy. But you signed up for Zariah, brother. Can't change who your mom is, but you signed up for Zariah. So just gonna have to deal with it. Yeah. So Let's get into our last couple real quick. I don't know why Justine and Mike are on this show. It's just to get a check at this point. I don't know. Maybe they aiming for a wedding special. But Mike talks to his daughter. That was a great conversation. He talks to his daughter Melody about her getting into fights because she's turning 18, and he's letting her know like it's real jail time for you. They don't treat adults as they do minors. So she talks about how she's sticking up for her brothers, especially her one brother that is autistic, and people will pick on him, and she doesn't want them to feel like nobody's there to protect them. She talked about pretty much from 10 to 17 of her life, when she was 10 to 17 years old, Mike was locked up. So people picking on her, she had to learn to fight for herself, and she doesn't want her brothers to feel how she felt, that she didn't have anyone to protect her or be there for her. It was really, I think he needed to hear that. And Justine had mentioned that to him, how you can sometimes not even know how you impact your children. And I think that was a chance for him to say, for him to hear from his child how him being away, these are the type of things that you missed and weren't there for to help me through. And I think that it broke his heart to hear that, and he has to face that reality. So I think that was a good conversation to see them have. But he did apologize to Justine. As we know, she wanted to have a wedding with henna and elephants and all this foolishness and spend all this money on the wedding, and he wanted to take the money and invest it in a unisex barbershop. um he did apologize to her and say that he's willing to put the barbershop or unisex salon on hold, but that she needed to compromise on the wedding. Maybe not have elephants and henna for everybody. But she said that she's willing to compromise, but she wasn't willing to compromise on the venue, on the dress. I said, well, hell, that's majority of the money right there. So what do you really want? Yeah, I guess she's willing to compromise on no elephants. But she suggests that they take a trip back to New York, so they can look at wedding venues, because that's where their families are pretty much from. They're the only ones in Las Vegas. So they're going to take a little romantic trip back to New York, meet his family, look at some venues. I think they're trying to get a wedding special out of this, because at this point, like, it's really no drama going on, except for, he's trying to make business moves, and you want to spend and waste the money on a wedding like y'all ain't been married and had children. But I get it. The first wedding was in jail. They want to do something again, but does it have to be this big, huge wedding? Maybe so for her. She's never had that. So, but elephants is just ridiculous. So, okay, let's say he done messed up. If the household is how we see it, then bringing a baby into it is going to be all over the place. Oh, you're talking about Troy. Yeah. A lot of you had many opinions when I posted that she's pregnant. Y'all had a lot of opinions on on that. I don't know, she seemed like she was trying before she told him to choke on his breakfast. She was trying to be more calm about the situation, but it's not really coming across that way. So, but yeah, we'll see, I guess, more of their wedding. Again, I don't get why they're on this show, but we'll see more of their wedding. Mike's been out of jail for 2 years now, and he's still on life after lockup. At this point, it's just after lockup. So hopefully this will be their last round on the show. I don't know though. They're making music. She's rapping on his songs. They doing festivals, so we'll see. But I would agree. I probably would have. I'm not into the big weddings anyway, but I probably would have went and said, baby, he should have talked to her about it before he took her to the business meeting. I agree with that, but I'd probably say, baby, let's go on in and put the money into this barbershop. They already got a exotic car rental place, that they rent cars. They doing their credit repair stuff. He's just trying to look out for all these kids they got and make sure everybody's straight and kind of, slow down the financial strain. So we'll see more about that. So that is my thoughts on life after lockup this week. Remember, you guys, I have a special surprise for you. There is a interview coming very soon with Letitia. from the current season of Life After Lockup. So make sure you guys check for that. I'll have more for you on that on Friday. So set your notifications if you haven't on Instagram, on Facebook. Set your notifications. More to come on that. Surprise for you by Friday. Look out for that. Okay. And I will be back. Tomorrow is Love After Lockup. Not Love After Lockup. What am I talking about? Tomorrow is Love and Hip Hop ATL new episode. Sneak peek clip will be dropping for that, and I will be back to recap that on Wednesday. Make sure y'all go watch Love Island. If you were into Love Island season 7, the reunion is dropping tonight on Peacock, so I will have thoughts on that as well. But yeah, thank y'all for hanging in. This went super long. We had Joella come in and give her thoughts on this season. So if you missed that, the full episode of this live will be on my YouTube channel. So again, like this video, y'all. I appreciate the likes, the hearts, the laughs. Hit those thumbs up, hit those hearts. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's coming across the screen. Reality Recap 2876 is how you find me on YouTube. You can subscribe and find the link to my channel in my bio on Instagram and on Facebook, and follow me. Reality_recap on Instagram, Facebook for all trending reality gossip and reality news. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Now go watch, if y'all missed a part of this, go watch Joella's full impromptu interview. She just came in and said she wanted to come up on the screen. I will have her back on a little later in the season so we can do a proper formal interview with her. But she answered the questions, she gave us a little bit of tea. I'm gonna go see what she done dropped in my DMs and make sure I share it with y'all when the time is right. All right. So before I get out of here, as I always say, reality TV stars and humans too. Let's not forget that. It's your girl V with Reality Recap. I'll see y'all back on Wednesday for Love and Hip Hop ATL. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. Stay safe. Peace.